We are back with another Team Good Vibes Business Builder Spotlight. And today I'm super excited to have the amazing Jessica Olson. Jessica is one of our executive leaders from Maryville, Indiana. And here's the amazing thing, you guys. Her team is inches from silver rank, and she just started her oily journey 1 year ago. Jessica, thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I am super excited to have you because I've had the privilege of really getting to know you over these last few months and your team and watching the journey unfold. And it's been so inspiring. And I thank you so much for letting us be part of that. Jessica, if I had to ask you this very tough question, it's the hardest question. What is your favorite Young Living oil?
Yeah. Oh my. Well, I think it would have to be something with a frequency, and I think I would say Joy if it were me, like the Joy blend. I like to put that in my frequency rollers, so one of my faves.
Awesome. So Joy for the frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome. Was there like a Young Living oil or product that was your gateway oil that made you fall in love with Young Living? If so, what was it?
I think it was Thieves Cleaner. That might be everybody's answer, but I think it was Thieves Cleaner for sure. And then my head tension roller, really that was my wow moment. I thought Thieves Cleaner was so great, and that's what got me interested. But when I made a head tension roller and nothing else took my headache away, and I was like, oh, I made a roller, I should probably use that. And it took my headache away that I've had for hours, and no medicine was touching it and all that. And so that was my first big moment with oils.
That's a really powerful testimony. I love it when people have that aha moment where they're like, okay, this is actually not coincidence. This is really happening. So thank you for sharing that. You've brought a lot of people into the Young Living lifestyle who are enjoying the products and the ditching and switching. Is there one thing that you always tell every single new member?
I always talk about how the oils are like the lifeblood of the plant and how they're cellularly the same. They work the same with our body cellularly like they do with plants, and so how God made them to be our medicine. And then I try to talk about how there's toxins and everything, and how convenient it is to switch to Thieves Cleaner. And so I focus on that and try to get them, I guess, educated about what they're using and how it's bad for us, And that's kind of where I go. I also push essential rewards really hard. I try to get them to understand that, you're taking your grocery budget and spending it here, so you're not spending anything extra, and you're actually making cash back, and you're getting free stuff just for buying what you're already going to buy anyhow. So those things.
It really does show because you have a team of lifestyle users. So your members it really shows how much education they're getting, and the awareness of the toxins in the home. That's one thing that I knew that was something that I wanted every single one of my members to be able to have access to that education, because it transformed my life so much. So what is it that made you start building a Young Living business?
Well, so I came from another MLM, and I had been doing that one for 9 months. And when I came to Young Living, I realized that not only did Young Living offer what that company offered, but they also were an all-natural Walmart. So it opened the horizon from just one line of products to a whole store. And so everyone thinks Young Living is just oils, but we're really not. We have so many different things. So I wasn't just reaching for people in that one category anymore. Now it was reaching for everyone who shops, period. And so even if they didn't see their need for oils, now, okay, but what about cleaning products? You clean your house, right? And what about, your hygiene products? You use deodorant, right? You brush your teeth. And so it was a no-brainer for me to come here, because not only was I getting cash back and free stuff for just buying what I was buying from that company, but then all those people, I was able to be but look, there's this comparable product, and they're going to give you cash back and free stuff. And so it was an easy transition to come here. And it was very slow ranking over there because of their structure. So I really liked that Young Living let me position my people and build my own legs and my own organization. So that really spoke to me too. So it was just, I just moved right on in.
You sure did. I can remember the transition taking place, and it was beautiful. And I love the way that you've educated me about other MLMs and their compensation plan and how superior Young Living is. That is really great to know. And I knew that it was good, but you helped me to understand how really good it is. Jessica, you've had a lot of success teaching other people to do the Young Living business. And we know that, it does happen organically a lot. We just share with our heart and we share with people what might help them and then help them get their wholesale membership.
Right.
But is there a system or a tool that you prefer that you make sure you get into every single person's hand that expresses interest in building a Young Living business?
So lately I've been using Jerica's videos that she made, like the keys to natural living, keys to success with natural living. So those have been really great lately, but I think the biggest thing is just trying to get people in person and to come hang out. Most of my lifestyle members are people who came to an in-person class and got to know everyone else. And it's like I don't even have to teach when we get together anymore because they know that they're there and that they know that everyone's oily. And so they basically teach each other. Like they all just talk about what they're using. And then I have them to my house. That way all of the products that I have are here so they can all smell them and touch them and use them and all of that. So I think that's probably been the biggest part is just getting people here and getting them talking to each other, and it's just happening. But when in-person couldn't happen, I went to Zooms. So I think it's the relationships, even though I'm red and you wouldn't think that, but it's working out. So
It sure is the relationships, and you do have a great community. That's so awesome to see. So tell us, what is your next Young Living goal, and how is that going to change your life?
So my next goal is silver, and that's going to make it to where I can not only place our bigger orders, because so that MLM that I was with before, I was spending a lot of money, I'm just going to say, on supplements. And so we already spend a lot on supplements. So our ER orders are really large because, cleaning, hygiene, oils, and supplements. And so I've been investing a lot of my check back into my business just for our personal orders. And then, so now when I hit silver, I'll be able to actually have money left above our, top tier order to then put into the household for bills and stuff. So I'll be able to contribute and we'll have some wiggle room. So that'll be exciting.
That's so cool. So you have created yourself a part-time job working from home, having friends and family over to have little events and get together and and play around on Marco Polo with me all day. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Jessica, I have one more question for you, and then I'll let you get back to life.
Okay.
Knowing what you know now, if there was one thing that you know now as a business builder that you wish you would have known at the very beginning of building your business, what would that be? Or is there anything?
I think I would tell myself to just be consistent. Like I tend to run really fast or not at all. And I don't say not, when I say not at all, I was still consistent on social media. And so nobody knew when I wasn't running, but I'm still working on this. If I could just consistently do the middle of the road thing all of the time, I think I would be even further. And like around the holiday time, everything just like drops because you're wore out. So instead of letting myself run so hard for seasons and then drop, I think I would want to just be more consistent. And then when I'm posting, if I start to feel like I'm not like bearing my heart in my post, then I probably just shouldn't post. And so those are the things.
That's amazing. So you're leading with your heart and you're letting it flow instead of trying to like push and then wear yourself out. I love it. That advice is priceless and is going to help so many people who are starting their journey. Jessica, thank you so much for taking some time for us today. We really appreciate it, and we cannot wait to watch you hit that silver and silver bound bonus. And it's happening, girl. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. Thank you for having me.